I managed to tidy the house up yesterday. Got my shelves up, of course, really pleased with that working space, very inviting working space now. A lot happier with the way things are looking this morning and at peace in the apartment. I've been a little bit stuck with the introduction for my September newsletter, which is running a little late, but I'll get it out in September. At the moment, and maybe I will do this for one more month, I want to link the introductions to aspects of the road trip from this year, and I wanted to write about connection and collaboration, which is the theme of this newsletter, but was struggling with how to start it, how to not sound a bit kind of superior or patronising about connection and collaboration based on my own experience. So this morning I jumped onto Pinterest and had a look at quotes about travel, and I came across this one which really resonated with me. One travels to run away from routine, that dreadful routine that kills all imagination and all our capacity for enthusiasm. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that my capacity for imagination and enthusiasm had been killed by my routine in Sydney before I left, but I definitely was feeling very stuck and very trapped with the routine, trapped and stuck with what to do about supporting Jess to contend with a very alienating school environment, trapped and stuck with these big long-term consulting assignments when I wanted to work in ways that were more independent of my location and leveraged my expertise more than just trading my time for money. So I started with this idea of feeling stuck and the fact that I was travelling to get unstuck. And I linked that quickly to my work and what I wanted to explore with my work, and the fact that I was able to do that through connection and collaboration with others. And the key thing that I've learned as I travelled this year is that it's actually my connections with others, my network, which is a solid base rather than any physical place or location. It took me about an hour to write that 350 words, but I felt that they were very authentic, and that on reflection, that point that I landed at around the network and my connections as a solid base and the enduring aspect, not only of my trip, but just of the way I work, the way I interact with others, the way I carry myself in the world. That was a really important insight for me. So I've sent it off to Katie Mack for review to get some advice from an editorial perspective, and we'll see if she thinks I've managed to land it or not on Wednesday morning when I've got a mentoring session. Just spent a couple of hours doing some more work on design requirements for a website for the LPI capability map. I've looked at a few sources. One is what's currently on the website. We want to do a much better job presenting the capability map, and there's some other sites that have got nice pop-ups, brighter colours, so I've referenced a couple of those, made a list of what I think should be there, additional notes with some guidance, a few extra pages. In particular, I think there'll be a level of interest around developing the capability map and how that was done and who was involved, which I think will add some credibility to the whole thing and hopefully generate some excitement around what we're trying to do with moving the profession forward. I want to make sure that all of the people who contributed in the steering groups and working groups are fully and publicly acknowledged. And then, of course, there's the tool itself, which is on the Lexonus portal. All right, so I've got 40 minutes before my next appointment, which is a kick-off of a new Working Out Loud circle, so time to take a break and have some lunch.